Welcome back to some more battles. We are in the open Great League and let's try to get some wins. So we're going to be using the Gastrodon pair with the Guzzlord and the Mandibuzz in the back. So right now we're going to face this Talonflame. Talonflame is going to be able to get the first fly. However, we can get to this Brutal Swing here and we take out the Talonflame. So do they have a really good answer for this Guzzlord? Looks like Jump Up is their answer. We fire off the Sludge Bomb, huge damage, and now we have something a little bit more manageable, but Jump Up is still going to be able to deal either resisted or even super effective with their fast moves with our remaining squad. We're going to go for this Body Slam right here. It chips away at the Jump Up, but not quite KO. Now we see the Greninja come back in. So Greninja has the energy advantage. They're going to fire off their Hydro, and we do shield the correct move. We're going to go for this Aerial Ace, and they do decide to shield. We have to think about shielding here or letting this go. They actually had double moves, so another Hydro Cannon gets thrown. We're going to go for this Aerial Ace, and it does chip away at this thing. We are able to get to another Aerial Ace. This will get the shield. We're going to combo play here because we do have a Body Slam. Is this enough to take out? Yes, it is. So down goes the Greninja. Does this Jump Up have a big charge move? They do. So down goes the Mandibuzz barely. We needed one more fast move advantage and we would have been able to get that Aerial Ace, potentially taking him out. Next, we got the Gastrodon versus the Azumarill. This is kind of a neutral matchup, actually. We are going to be able to reach this Earth Power. It forces them to switch out into the Dusclops. So this Mandibuzz has a really favorable matchup here. They are running the Ice Punch. So their charge moves are going to be where most of their damage is. We are going to be able to get to this Foul Play. It doesn't KO, and that's good for us because we're going to be able to get the farm down if they allow us. No farm down allowed. They go into the Azumarill immediately. They are going to take out the Mandibuzz, but now we know that they're relatively energy dry. We go ahead and fire off the Earth Power to take them out, and Guzzlord into the Sableye. So Sableye does know Dazzling Gleam. They try to catch a move there, so we get the extra energy, and down goes their team. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with the combination of everything, honestly. But I would say getting the Mandibuzz matched up against the Dusclops was the key. Okay, good lead here considering we are resisting the rollouts from the fast move. We can tank one easily and we can get to this Earth Power. This is going to do significant damage or get a shield. And it looks like our opponent does elect a shield and get to another Hydro. We know that they can get to another move very soon, so we switch out into the Guzzlord and we do catch that move. They actually match us with the Talonflame. Talonflame is not really an answer to the Guzzlord, so we're just going to allow it to go down and then take all of that Dragon Tail damage. And then here we're going to go into the Gastrodon because we do have a move. Body Slam is used and we do end up getting the shield. So they actually don't want to see the Gastrodon either. Now we see the Blastoise come back in. We can tank the first one, so we're just going to do that. Overfarm a little bit. Fire off this Aerial Ace and down goes the Blastoise. What do we think is in the back at this point? Ooh, ends up being the Drapion. So Drapion here is going to be relatively spammy, but we did have the energy advantage and we have a shield to hide behind. We let this go. Ends up only being the Aqua Tail. We fire off that Aerial Ace to get them into the low yellow. And now we just got to make sure we throw in good timing. We fire off this Aerial Ace and it does take out the Drapion. And because of the energy advantage we had, we are going to be able to reach the Aerial Ace for the KO. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game. Looked kind of sus for a little while there, but we were able to recover. All right, we got the Gastrodon versus the Claydol. we're just going to switch out and see if they have an answer for this Guzzlord. We kind of have two answers for this. Now we have to go for the Sludge Bomb versus this Golisopod. Mainly because we were only going to get to one move, it looks like. And we just fire off the Sludge Bomb first. Unfortunately, this Gastro doesn't really want to see the Golisopod or the Claydol. So we're just going to throw it in first so that we can get the energy advantage. And we actually see the Talonflame in the back. So it was a good decision that we went in back with the Gastro first, because now we have the Mandibuzz to try to take out this Talonflame. We have the shield here, and then we're going to try to throw in good timing. Well, right there, unfortunately, we had to throw immediately so that we can get to back-to-back moves. We forced the shield. Now we just shield here and look for the farm down if they allow us to. We actually don't go for the farm down. We're just going to go for this Aerial Ace to take it out, and then we're going to have this Claydol to try to force them to throw energy. You can see right here, they're getting extremely low. They have to throw energy, and these Mudslabs are not really doing anything to these Mandibuzz, so we are going to be able to just farm down. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with our basically Mandibuzz kind of core breaking their backline. Alright, we got the Gastrodon versus the Sandslash. Good lead here. They switch into their Sableye. Sableye here does know the Dazzling Gleam. However, we are going to shield once so that we can at least get to multiple foul plays here. Looks like they are going to be able to get to another move. This Dazzling Gleam, significant damage, but it doesn't KO. We're just going to go for the Aerial Ace there because they were really low. Now we see the Powder Snow Sandslash, so not great for our Mandibuzz. They swap out into their Azumarill, and we have the Guzzlord here. We just sacked the Guzzlord because they're going to have the advantage. We're going to see if we can win this game with our Gastrodon. We know that we can tank a move, but we might as well just shield here because it's probably going to be the one that does the most damage. Draw Run is used by the Sandslash. We know that they are going to be trying to get to this Ice Punch pretty soon, so we just take them out right there. But unfortunately, this Azu has too much residual energy, and they're going to be able to take us out. So well played by them. Check out the team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.